Blaze, they're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to, and he's going to go down again. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
They're not ready for this, man.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard, and he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
We got to get the ball,
Now Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Running right, Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. If they've stopped them 2 out of 3 times, usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Trying to improvise. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Check, Mike 42. Hey, Charlie. There we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280! Choose the mic. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Working from the gun, Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games. Under pressure, they got him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rodgers going to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go. 120!
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Kill. Out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. Tramon Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, D.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey!
Here's Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And Jeffrey's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 21-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down Packers. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Brought down by Nate Gehring. This is Jones. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. To throw is Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's caught by Jackson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
This pass complete. Wins to Ertz.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Shotgun now for Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check.
Go.
And come on out here. Come get it.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 yards there and a first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.